Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, don't need to know that, but blood sugar is 7.8 dropping. So, story time. Yes, I know got rid of the goatee because of story time. As some of you know, and I kind of recorded it through, and every day kind of taking a look at the pump, I was higher than normal blood sugar. In fact, it was so high, even the glucometers weren't reading. And it was an ongoing, every single day. I really wasn't feeling that great. I just how do I say it? I just was feeling fluish without the temperature. The classic sort of sign that something may be going on a bit more. But yet, I just thought, oh well, it's because of the high blood sugar. I didn't know where to go, what to do type thing. So, I was lying here not feeling well. My doctor said, well, maybe we should cut the carbs in the morning. Okay, so I had my diabetic nurse come in to see me. Or not diabetic nurse, sorry. The dietitian come in to see me. And we discussed a few things. And we came up with a plan to implement. Well, I kind of had been throwing up a bit. I know that's kind of glamorous to talk about here. And that evening in long-term care, you kind of have a nurse, then you have a registered nurse, and they both came in and said, well, should we send you over? And I said, I don't know. And at that point, I really just wanted to go to sleep. I didn't really care, even though I should have said, yes, let's go. But I stayed the night, and I can remember that evening, I had dinner, and I kind of, let's say, revisited lunch or whatever by food. Yay. Sorry, sounds of the long-term care facility. Anyway, I threw up. I didn't feel great. I was talking with the nurse and saying, I feel like I want a Gatorade. Probably not the greatest thing, but I knew my electrolytes were out of whack. And so I drank that and tried to go to sleep. And all night, I just remember not feeling well and having a nurse opening the door and yelling at me saying, What's the blood sugar? And it wasn't low, I was definitely high. And in the morning nurse came on. They served breakfast. And all I can remember what was for breakfast. I know there was some sort of cereal, whether it was oatmeal or. I didn't want that. I didn't want the toast. They served me 2 hard-boiled eggs, and that's all I wanted. And in my mind, I was going, "Oh, that's gonna taste so good." I ate them, and that started the whole cycle of me vomiting, and I guess it was heading face first into DKA. Head first, feet first, whatever. I was heading right into DK if I wasn't already. Chances are I was already. Anyway, all of a sudden, a nurse comes in and looks at me and she walks out. Next came another lady in. A lady I knew, but I didn't know at the time. And she is what they used to call head nurses. She was the PCC, or patient care coordinator. And she said, "We spoke to the doctor. We're sending you over to the hospital." Well, things moved quickly from there. All this whole time, I had heard stories about Mission Emergency and how bad Mission Emergency was, and people did not receive proper care at this place, which got me, okay, you're sending me to. Anyway, they called an ambulance. The ambulance came and moved my bed and moved me through the underground. If you don't know, the hospital is attached to my long-term care facility. So just underneath, and they took me into emergency. I don't know if there was confusion or whatever. I just really, no one knew that I was coming. And I can remember they kind of had my bed up against an admission desk. And I thought, oh great, here we go. And he was asking questions about how much insulin I took and so on. And when I said I take it over 150 units, which at the time I was taking first thing in the morning, well, that's way too much insulin. Why are you doing that? I said, I'm under, medical care for this. It isn't just me saying, oh, well, I'll just take a whole bunch of insulin. I do look weird. But anyway, after a few minutes, the next thing I hear is you can put him in bed 3. And boom, boom, I was moved to bed 3. That's going to be part 2. But one thing I really want to stress here is people think high blood sugar, you're going to have a certain symptoms that are always going to be present. With me, no one smelt the sweet aroma that is supposedly going to identify whether you're in DK or not. So I was not giving off that. And we'll follow up in the future. But I just want all type 1s to be aware. If you're sick and you're having high blood sugars, talk to your doctor. Make sure you have a sick plan. With moving out here and everything, we really didn't have a sick plan available. And that's my fault. We should have had a sick plan. I'm going to have to look at getting a keto blood testing, because that would have shown, yes, I'm DKA. Let's just go to emergency. What was about to open up was a whole new adventure. And we'll be back to discuss that in a moment, in part 2. Anyway, have a great day. You control your diabetes so you don't get DKA. Pure and simple. I let things lapse. That was my fault. Don't let it happen to you. I'm not perfect. I don't tend to be perfect. I just try to give you the information so that you can learn and grow in your diabetes travel. Things I've gone through, hopefully you won't have to go through. Have a great day. We'll talk again later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.